When you heat up a substance, what you're actually doing is transferring energy into the particles themselves. So we might be heating it up with a flame, let's say, and the vibrations of this solid will increase if we heat it up. And we measure the average thermal energy of each particle with something called the temperature scale. And that's what temperature tells us. It tells us what's the average thermal energy of each of these particles. And temperature is measured in degrees Celsius. Now, if you've got more stuff, when you heat it up with a candle, it's going to take longer to rise by a certain temperature. You could think of it that the energy is spread over more particles. And also, different materials rise in temperature by different amounts for a certain amount of energy you might put in. It all depends on the material and the types of atoms. So what we're looking for is a relationship between temperature rise, between the energy we put in, and that's measured in joules, the type of atoms, so the type of atoms, and temperature rise, energy, type of atoms, and the mass of the stuff that we've got. And this is all brought together by something called the specific heat capacity. And here we are. The specific heat capacity of a material is the amount of energy needed to change the temperature of 1 kilogram of the substance by 1 degree Celsius. And here's the equation that's given on your exam sheet. So what you need to know is what the letters mean. E is the energy, and that's always in units of joules. Joules. M is the mass, and we always use kilograms as standard units. C is the specific heat capacity. Bit of a mouthful. And it's got strange units. It's actually in joules per kilogram degree Celsius. And now this is a funny old symbol here. This is theta. It's a Greek symbol, and it's the temperature change. Temperature change. So you may have to work out in a question what the temperature change is by looking at the initial and the final temperature. And we use units of degrees Celsius for this. So there we are. The specific heat capacity tells us how much energy we need to put into a material to raise 1 kilogram by 1 degree Celsius.